Leader development is critical in our Army for a number of reasons. One, it's what we do. I mean, we lead soldiers in combat, in land combat. And we ought to be the best in the world at development of leaders. We've been busy doing many other things over the last 10 or 13 years or so, and we've always developed leaders. But at a time where we're coming out of a period of persistent conflict, we've got to build the bench for the future. I mean, the lieutenants and the sergeants of today will be the sergeant majors and the colonels and the generals of the future. So an investment that helps develop our leaders now for the future, that has a dialogue between senior and subordinate, is critical. And that's what I liked about this, is this made my job simpler, but yet it was better. It was a better product than I could have come up with on my own. It better structured my feedback to a subordinate commander. It never occurred to me to equate this developmental session as to anything on an evaluation report. This is about growth and about leading a formation, in this case of a brigade combat team. You know, I suspect if something immoral or unethical came to light, we'd probably have to talk about that. But really, this is just about growth. I mean, none of us are perfect, and we ought to look at any sort of feedback as a tool to help make us better as a commander or as a leader. My initial concern was this was just another survey. The way the program was set up to allow an assistant to help you administer it was very helpful. That took some of the burden off of me personally. But the time I invested in it with those that were participating in the survey of the commander, as well as the developmental time with the commander, was very worthwhile. The structure of the feedback report and the coaching that I received, the objective coaching that I received to kind of help structure my session was very good. It was well worth the time. It's just, you have to, like anything that's worthwhile, you got to invest a little bit of time up front to make sure you understand how it works, go through the online training, and then have a good assistant help you administer it. But it's well worth it in terms of structuring the dialogue with the subordinate commander. I think the greatest value for a brigade and a battalion commander is in my mind, this is just kind of like going to a combat training center. It's another tool to help see yourself. And this one's structured using the Army leadership attributes and competencies. And so it's non-attribution, it's confidential, and quite honestly, from my perspective, it helped us have a more worthy and meaningful dialogue between raider and subordinate based on the 360 feedback. It was a good tool. It was a tool to see yourself as a commander. Oftentimes we've done 360s to see ourselves as a leader, but we've never done it as a commander. And that's what was most helpful about this tool.